Assalamu alaikum everyone. Let's start our session for today. Today we'll conduct mock tests and we'll conduct full mock test. And also before this session, I was looking into this website. This is IELTS IDP, and I was looking into the band scores and was trying to understand it better so that I can assess your mock tests. Also, I am creating a doc in which I'll try to make it easy for you to understand. And I have just finished the fluency and coherence part. I'll finish the whole. Give me a second. I'll finish the whole table for you, and then I'll provide this. So when I'll finish it, I'll update you guys, or maybe I'll add the link in the spreadsheet we have shared in the Slack channel. So we can move to our mock tests. If you want me to conduct your mock test, you can raise your hand and I'll conduct the test in the order of raised hands. And the test will be in the official IELTS speaking format. The purpose is to assess your current performance. I'll give you feedback on your strengths and weaknesses so that you can understand where you stand and what to improve. So treat it like a real exam and be confident. Best of luck. Okay, Sir Mustafa Shazad.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so please introduce yourself.
My name is Mohammed Mustafa Shahzad, and I'm currently pursuing computer science from FAS University. I'm in my final year, and currently I'm ongoing on my seventh semester.
All right. So are you working right now?
Now I'm more focused towards my academics, and I'm studying currently. Beside this, I'm preparing for my scholarship uh, for the MS program for fall 2026 in USA.
Right. Okay. So do you have a bicycle?
I used to have a bicycle, but now I'm more focused on driving bike because my drive time from my house to any shop or any other thing I need to buy nearby is not as close that I can go from bicycle basically. The drive time is around 20 minutes if I go for my bike, and if I use bicycle, it will cost me like 30 or more than that.
All right. Did you learn? Sorry. How often do you use it?
I use it quite oftenly because my time is more spent in university. I'm in university from 8 to 4, and then my travel time from university is like 40 minutes. So I just got time in my weekends, like Saturday, Sunday, to drive my bike. And it also depends on whether I have any activity from my home, like go and buy some grocery or something like that.
Right. How old were you when you learned to ride a bike?
Um, by bike, you mean the bicycle or the
Yeah, yeah.
motorbike?
You can
Okay,
answer for any.
okay, for any, if I talk about bike, so I get 18 years old in 2022, and that was my first time when my father taught me how to drive the bike. And after multiple iterations and practices, it took like 1 month or more. I was on road with bike.
Right. Do many people in your country using bicycles?
There are many people who use bicycle because Pakistan is a less economical country. So we have many people over here whose salary range are at that level that they could not afford a car or any four-wheel vehicle. So they usually prefer having a bike or bicycle.
Right. Do you think using bicycle should be encouraged?
Based on the current research and the current activity going in developed country, I think we should prefer going with bicycles if your location is somewhere nearby. Like if we talk about USA, they are more emphasizing and motivating you to drive by bicycle or any other thing which cannot cause pollution basically, because the consequences. towards the global environment is getting very, very bad. Global warming basically is getting very bad. And that's why many countries are now emphasizing on having a bicycle for if you are going somewhere nearby, basically.
Right. Amazing. Your part one is done. Let's move to your part two. So this is your topic, and
Okay.
you have 1 minute to think, to take your notes, and then you have to speak for 2 minutes.
Okay.
The time starts now.
Okay.
You can start speaking.
Okay. Everyone have a different time which they prefer relaxing and spending time with their family. For me, the best time is evening, and explicitly, if I get more specific towards it, it's 5:30 to 6 p.m. This is my ideal time because I get free from my university and my first half activities. And now I'm relaxing with a cup of tea and spending time with my family, which has already been a big concern for me because when I'm in university, I could not give that time to my family. So I feel blessed at 5 p.m. that I could spend time with my family, and at this time, I could relax and keep my mind fresh from all other things. And the best part, I have few hobbies like reading book, and beside hobbies, I love going gym. Nearby my house, there's an open gym where I can just go and do some exercises. So 5:30 to 6:30 is a time which is more focused on my health, my hobbies, reading book, and spending time with my family. And this is also the best time where I set my goals for the second half of the day, which is till 9 p.m. because after I go to sleep, and I set things out. And other best part about 5:30 p.m. is that it already been a middle benchmark for me because from the last few years I have observed that always keeping 5:30 as the middle time, I could divide my activities in two halves and prioritize them based upon that, and this somewhere increase my productivity as well. So we all have some sort of times in our life which we feel more comfortable and more relaxed. So after a lot of research and some ongoing activities, I found 5:30 as the best time in my day based on my activities where I feel more relaxed, more
Right.
chilled, more
Thank you.
comfortable. Okay.
Thank you. Okay. So your part two is done, and we can move to part three. Okay. So why do some people find it difficult to make decisions?
Decision making is not an easy process and isn't something that you can just directly learn or apply with just less exposure. We all often have observed that people with more experience are more better in decision making, and decision making is a skill in itself. So people usually find difficult because they are not more profound and more focused on how they can basically tackle this as a skill. And they end up making decisions that can give negative impacts more comparing positive impacts.
Right. What kind of big decisions do people have to make in their lives?
There are many big decisions that people have to make in their life, but few decisions are those which directly impacts their life. For example, the place where they are living, what education, in which specific area they have to educate themselves, and the other part is what they have to pursue in their life. These are those decisions which will carry out throughout their life till the very end. And the best part is that these decisions, if they are taken correctly, then they could live a successful and a more comfortable life. And we have seen examples who people are more interested in computer science, but they are pursuing mechanical engineering, something like that. Then they feel more uh, less comfortable and more dislike comparing others who are living a life who have taken these three decisions correctly based upon their current
Right,
exposure and all.
right. Should children be allowed to make decisions on their own?
It depends on the age of the children. If they are at an age group of like 7 to 15, then it isn't suggested that they should take decision on their own because, like I mentioned in my first question answer, that exposure is something which decision making require. It's a skill in its own, and people gradually learn about it. Just to children of this age do not have that level of exposure, and this will lead to wrong decisions, which can give negative impacts in their life.
Right. Last question. What do you think about people who change their minds after making a decision?
I think this can be answered in two ways. If the decision which you take was correct based upon the current situation, but everything is not same as we think in life, there are unexpected changes. And if you have to make a decision against that decision which you make before, then that's correct in that way. But the best thing and the most suggestive thing is that if you made a decision, you need to be more focused and more experienced regarding it before taking the decision, and more then vigilant on achieving that goal which you have expected from the decision by the in future.
Right. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Your mock test is done. Let's move to overview. Okay. So, sir, in part one, uh, the amazing thing is you have good fluency, no repetition, no self-correction. Idea generation was good, and grammar is okay. I would say, sir, try a little slow. Try to speak a little slow. Try to maintain a uniform fluency in it because in part two, the fluency was changed because
Okay.
I guess the topic was unseen, so the breaks were noticeable. So what you can do, you can try to slow down your speech in this way. Overall, it will sound fluent, and it will not sound like something changed. In part one, it was different, and in part two, it was different, right? And
Okay.
again, in part three, idea generation was good. You also used delay techniques. You answered spontaneously. There was no breaks. So just the fluency, I would say you just need to slow down a little, just a little your speech. Otherwise, you're doing good, and I guess you're doing like around 6 to 7 is your band right now.
Okay. I will work on inshallah.
Amazing. Thank you. Yes, ma'am, Hina, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Please introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Hina Arshad, and I belong from Islamabad, but currently I am living in Lahore. And I have graduated 2 years back, and I'm working full time right now.
Right. So, do you often have dreams when you sleep?
Yes, I do. I have dreams often in my sleep, and sometimes the frequency of my dreams is higher, and sometimes it's not that much.
Right. Do you usually remember your dreams?
I remember my dreams for a very little time when I wake up, and most of the time I forget about it entirely as soon as I get up in the morning.
Right. Do you think dreams are important to remember?
I think the dreams are not that much important. And the reason behind this answer is that we are living in a practical life, and the dreams are just a conjunction of what we are thinking, our emotions, our fears, and to ponder over them unnecessarily is something that can distract us from our daily routine. So I really don't believe that we should give it another thought once we dream anything.
Right. What kind of daydreams do you usually have?
I usually don't daydream that much, but once in a while, I do experience it. And at the top of my head, if I remember, it is mostly related to hypothetical scenarios that may occur to me in the future.
Right. Uh, your part one is done, and we can move to part two.
Okay.
Okay. So this is your topic, and you have 1 minute to think on it to take your notes, and then you have to speak for 2 minutes. And your time starts now.
Okay.
You can start speaking.
Okay. So the member of my family that I get along very well with is my aunt. She is my mother's younger sister, and and she is very talented yet very practical in her life. Even though she lives out of the country, whenever she visits, we do multiple activities together, which includes bonding over our shared hobbies or just catching up on our daily life. She visits the country once a year, and those days are one of the best days that I have. We try to do multiple activities together, such as cooking anything or making art pieces. And the reason why I get along with her so well is because many qualities that I have in me are very similar to her. Our shared love for art is what brought us closer together. And that is why I get along very well with her. Should I
Okay.
speak more?
No, 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 that's enough. Thank you. And your
Okay.
part two is done, and we can move to part three.
Okay.
Okay. So is family important in your country?
Yes, family is very important in my country since this is influenced by our religion as well as our culture. There is a tradition of having big joint family system rather than the westernized culture of living in small nuclear families.
Right. How has the size of the family changed in the last few decades in your country?
I would say the size of the family has changed drastically over the few decades. The reason behind this is as time goes on, the inflation and the competition in the world increases. So before, it was very easy for a family to sustain itself on the salary of one single person who is the breadwinner of the family. But now, given the circumstances, the world economy and the global economy, it's very hard to sustain for a family to sustain itself or to live by the income of just one person. So because of this, big families have split into smaller families in which multiple members of the multiple members
Right,
work. Yeah.
right. How do you think the family will change in the future?
Even though there is not that much of a tradition for big joint families, there are still some families who who are very much used to this system. So I would say for those families, it would be there would be a big drastic change, and they will also be tilted towards having smaller families.
Right. What role do grandparents play in the family in your country?
The grandparents play a very important role in my country since it's related to our culture as well as our religion, that we always respect our grandparents and we always acknowledge their efforts that they did for us in their life. So any big decision or any advice they have, we always listen to it with a very keen ear.
Right. Last question. Who do you think should be responsible for the care of elderly, the family or the government?
I think both of them have their own part to play. For the family, the role is to take care of the elder person so that they could pay back the efforts that the elderly did for them when they were young. But for the government, it is very important that they financially support the family to take care of the elderly so that the members of the family who are taking care, they don't get burdenized by the financial pressure as well as doing their physical um, uh, doing their physical efforts to take care of them.
Right. Amazing. Your part is done. Your mock test is done. Let's move
Okay.
to the Okay. So, ma'am, when it comes to the basics like grammar, vocabulary, fluency, so everything is fine again as yesterday.
Mm.
So that's good. Just one thing, your idea generation. It's still good, like in part one and in part three, you performed well. But in part two, the fluency changed
Mm.
a little bit. It got slower. I guess it's not the issue of fluency. I guess it was the idea generation. So what you can do, you have these links in the spreadsheet. Try to practice. I would say all these topics. And
Yes, it was a bit new for me. Yes, you're
yeah,
right. Mm.
even do sessions with friends as well as practice alone on different topics, even odd topics, so that talking on an unseen topic should not be something which makes you hesitate.
Mm.
Make sense?
Yes. So where can
Otherwise,
I find like these unseen topics? Is there any link?
yeah. By unseen topic, I mean first of all you have to for sure all these topics should be on your fingertips, right?
Okay.
Other than these topics, I mean, if you are at your home or you are outside and if you see anything in front of you, right, you
Mm.
have to speak for 2 to 3 minutes on that thing. Either it's a laptop, right? It's a wall, it's a tree, it's a car, or anything. And you will see a difference in your speech when it comes to talk on unseen topics. So that's an
Yes.
exercise, right?
Okay.
Otherwise, yeah, you can do ChatGPT for different topics. You can ask for different topics which can come on IELTS speaking part two especially, and then maybe there will be some websites as well on the internet.
Okay. Thank you. So an estimated band, if you could tell me where I lie right now.
I would say above 7 you are right now. You just need to improve your idea generation so that when it comes to the actual exam, um,
Hmm.
so nothing should went wrong there because
Hmm.
that matters. Otherwise, you're
Yeah.
doing good.
Okay, noted. Thank you.
Thank you. So, Hassan Tassim,
Yes, sir. You can start.
please introduce yourself. Yes, sir. Please introduce yourself.
Yes, sir, I am Tasim Sajid from Bawalpur. Now, currently, I am living in Rawalpindi for the purpose of my job.
All right. So, are you working right now or are you studying?
Yes, I am working right now. I am doing job as a process engineer in oil and gas industry, and its head office is located in Rawalpindi, and I have the responsibilities of process engineering.
Right. So, okay. Where is your hometown?
My hometown is Bawalpur. This is the largest city as area-wise from of the Punjab, and it is located in the South Punjab, as we can say. And this is the small city in population-wise, and it is the we can say clean, neat, and clean city of Pakistan.
Right. Do you like your hometown?
Yes, of course I like my hometown because I uh, this is my birthplace and I used to grow there and I spent my childhood there and I have a lot of memories there and definitely I like it.
Right. So, what is the oldest place in your hometown?
The oldest place in our city. Sir, can you please repeat the question?
Sure. What is the oldest place in your hometown?
Yes, the oldest place in my hometown is the Kila Dravard.
Right.
The name is Kila Dravard, and this is the oldest building constructed by the Nawab of Bhavalpur, and it has many historical background, and it is very popular in our country. And on that Kila Dravard, I don't know the English of Kila Dravard, so
No problem.
on that place. Every year we use the racing of jeeps and people's enjoying that racings and we can say that's
Right. And do you think your hometown is a good place to bring up children?
sir. I didn't listen you. Can you please repeat it?
Sure. Do you think your hometown is a good place to bring up children?
Yes, my hometown is a good, definitely is a good place to grow up the children because I have grown up there and in my hometown we have the both things for children's. For example, we have the every facilities, education to health and because most importantly my city is safest place the children can go outside of the home and they can enjoy they can play and this is the best place to grow up your children's.
Right. Your part one is done. We can move to part two. Okay. So this is your topic, internet, and you have 1 minute to think on it, take your notes, and then you have to speak for 2 minutes. Time starts now.
So can I start?
Sure, you can start speaking.
Yes, sir. The useful website I often visit is ChatGPT, and mostly visit this website when I ever has any problem in our life related to my job, related to my work, and if I got to know any information, I used to visit it. And this is the artificial intelligence model GPT-5. It works on this, and it is available freely for everyone, and it is free. Everyone can visit it, and it has the information of complete information we- data, the complete data till now on the internet. We can search on it, and this is very useful in our life. It makes our life so easy, and we can talk with it also. We can get the answers by typing, and this is very important. I think this is the development of technology, and it is very important. Now it is very important in our life.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Your part, sure. Your part two is done, and we can move to part three.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, do most people have a computer at your home? Sorry, do most people have a computer at home in your country?
Yes, I think nowadays almost everyone have computer in our country nowadays, because this is very important. It is now about, it becomes now our the part of our life, and due to the development in technology and digitalization, this the computer make our life easy, and we can do a lot of things on it. If whether you are working or whether you are studying, you can do each and everything on it. You can also store the data. You can also watch the movies or dramas, entertainment. This can also useful for entertainment, and
Right.
that's it.
Right. But do you think all information on internet is true?
No, we can say the all information on internet is not true. We have to verify the information on internet, because on internet, the behind the information of the available internet, there is every human, and human can make mistake. So we have to verify. There are many websites and many platforms from where you can uh, verify your information, and that's it.
Right. And how has the internet changed the way we live?
Internet changed the whole way of living, because nowadays, because of internet, our world become the global village, and we can see each and everything in our by sitting in our home, what's happening in the world, and we can talk to each other in the millisecond, and we can reach to the from the we can reach to the other part of the world from by the internet. Even we can reach to the Mars or moon. We can get information from there, and we also get information from space, and our life becomes so easy because of it, and it has the big impact on our lives.
All right. Last question. Do you think the internet is safe for children to use unsupervised?
Yes, if children are using the internet without the supervision, it is unsafe. If but if we have the supervision on it, and it can become the most beneficial for them. The children can learn a lot of things from them, and they can learn so quickly, and the supervision and monitoring is very strictly is necessary, and the internet is also is necessary for our children, and we can allow them to use it.
All right. Thank you, Sir Tasim. Your
Yes.
part three is done. Your mock test is done. Let's move to the overview.
Yes.
Okay. So, sir, you have to improve three things. First of all,
Yes.
the good thing is you are able to overcome your hesitation and speak up no matter what, and that's a good thing.
Yes, sir.
So, sir, the three things you should focus on in order are first of all, sir, grammar, right? You can improve your grammar in speaking. So it sometimes happens that you know the grammar when it comes to writing, but when it comes to speaking, you make mistakes. So one thing is grammar, and then you have to focus on fluency. So when you are focusing on grammar, just focus on grammar and nothing else, not fluency or anything else. Fix the grammar and then fluency. And the third thing is then idea generation.
Yes.
And how can you do this? So you have to do speaking daily. You have to practice your speaking maybe minimum 1 hour a day daily with your friend or uh, better with a friend or a partner. So you can also do it alone. You can record yourself and then listen to yourself and understand where you are making mistakes. But you have to do speaking daily, and you can only fix these things by speaking with consistency. Okay,
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for the overview. Sir, I have one question. You
sure.
said you can improve your speaking. How can I
Yes,
improve grammar? How can I improve my grammar? I can improve my other things, idea generations and other things by speaking with the partner. So I can do it. How can I improve my grammar?
yes. How can you improve your grammar? Okay, and so first of all, you need to understand the rules of grammar when it comes to speaking the sentences related to present, past, future. So
Yes.
once you
Yes.
understand the rule,
Yes, sir.
and then try to again speak on maybe different topics or maybe global topics or social topics, and then you can do one thing: record yourself. So if you are speaking on a topic and you know that you have improved your grammar, so now record yourself and speak on a topic, on different topics, maybe global topic or social topic, and then listen to yourself and assess that have you done any in grammar mistake, right? Because when you are listening to yourself, only then you are able to only then you are able to assess yourself. Otherwise, when you're speaking, you're not assessing. Are you getting?
Y- Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The only the way is that for improving grammar, or if I can better, if I can improve my grammar in writing, is
Yeah.
that can have any effect on it?
Sir, improving grammar for writing is even easy. You just need to know the rules of grammar, and that's it, right? But
Yes.
when it comes to speaking, it's different. And in you can say in short form, uh, the quickest answer would be you can improve all these things by speaking. So you have to speak daily,
Yes, sir. I have to
right?
speak English.
Yeah.
I
So
will do
try
it.
to do a one-on-one sessions. So speak in front of someone, and that friend should tell you the whatever whoever guy you choose to do one-on-one sessions. That person should be better than you, so that he or she can assess you. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Just,
Yes.
just please make sure
Got
that you do these sessions daily, and you will be able to improve yourself. That's not
Yes,
that
sir.
hard.
Got you. Got you, sir.
Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am Maruf, are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes, sir, I'm ready.
Okay. Please introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. So, my name is Maruf Aziz. and I live in Lahore. And I did my master's from the State University of New York. And currently, I'm doing job in Macalester School. I'm a mother of two kids and preparing myself for going for a scholarship in Canada. That's why I'm preparing arts and for a PhD in Canada.
Right. Um, okay. So, do you like flowers?
Yes, sir. I like flowers a lot because flower gives you a different smell of life, and it can be helpful to just to change your moods. Just like mood swing, you can use the flowers, and red flower is my most favorite.
Right. What's your favorite flower?
Uh, my favorite flower is the rose because it gives me a comprehension happiness with a lot of the memories in my life which I have spent with the good abilities and the sort of my achievements. So altogether, it gives me a very humble and graceful memory.
Right. When was the last time you gave someone flowers?
Yeah, as I told you, I'm married. I'm a mother of two kids. So on my anniversary, I gave my flower to my husband as a gift bouquet. So it was just my last memory, which is a very ambitious in my life.
Right. Do any flowers have a special meaning in your country?
Yes, obviously, in my country, like I'm belongs from Pakistan. In Pakistan, there are a lot of things regarding to the flowers. Like we can celebrate a lot of things according to the colors of flowers, red rose day, and the yellow flower day, white flowers day. So altogether, every color have a phenomenal event organizer. So we can love to make a theme like on birthday, on weddings, and on the other relevant events. We use flowers for the specific criteria.
Amazing. Uh, okay, we have a last question still. Uh, why do you think women like flowers more than men?
Yes, women's like flower because I'm also a woman. So if I'm talking about myself, so it flowers gives a beautiful comprehension enhancement from the others of universe. So it's just like a smelly body. Like everybody have furious smells around her. She love to live in the very beautiful smells around her. So that's why, as compared to a gents, there is almost a 10 to 20% who love to live, but then in women's comparatively they love to live in a good smell.
Amazing. So your part one is done, and we can move to part two.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So this is your cue card, and you have 1 minute to think on it to take your notes, and then you have to speak for 2 minutes. Your time starts
Yeah,
now.
sure. Okay. So can I start now?
Yes, you can start speaking.
Okay. I love to. Yes, I remember. When I started to learn the English language, and it was a very fantastic day in my life. And I started to learn by professional in the last year because English is a very important in all over the world in the universal. So I'm from Pakistan, and we used to speak Urdu or Punjabi in different other languages. But in English, I have to learn because of there are so many numerous prospects of my life. And I learn on my by reading the books, watching the English movies, and Netflix is the best source to learn, and BBC London too. Yes, definitely. I face even then I feel something difficulty to learn about this language. It's just like you're eating mango, and someone is offering to eat banana. So in starting, you might be it's not your it's not a cup of my tea. But even then, you have to grab out the things with with the taste and nature of behavior. Like every language have their rules and regulations and grammatical issues. Altogether, it's going to be difficult at the stage of initial, but right now it's going to be quite quite easier than before. And I love to learn this language because it's just like a age gate I have to do, and after that I can explore the world in the different departments and in the overseas like Canada, America, Europe, everywhere I can go. It's just like a age gate to grab out the things and come out. It's really helpful to come out yourself from the shell. The nutshell is this: like you have to learn, and it's a very successful journey with me. Thank you.
Amazing. Your part two is done, and we can move to part three. Okay. At what age should children start learning a foreign language?
In my country, they learn from the age of very initial, like their nursery onward, because it's a very compulsory. We have a curriculum which is totally in English medium. So there is no concept in Urdu in my country as a curriculum in for the students. So I think being a motherhood, it's a very important to learn the children at home that like age of the preschooling is the best time to learn the foreign language.
Right. Why do someone, why do some people struggle to learn a new language?
Yes, you can say some people have feeling the struggle to learn the new language because they have a relevant background. Like our from Pakistan, they are mostly parents. Like if I'm talking about 90s era, they're the most of the parents which are just like they didn't saw school the face of school, but even then their kids are well educated and well known, well behavior and well mannered. For those type of parents, you can say they will struggle because they have no background, educational background. And I think to learn something is a very important to have a strong background regarding to that.
Right. What kind of dictionaries do people use to learn a language?
Sorry, can you repeat it?
Sure. What kinds of dictionaries do people use to learn a language?
Yes, we can use the dictionary which is going to be published by Oxford universities. But right now, uh, in for speaking, if I'm talking about the speaking module, you have no limitation for learning about the grammatical issues, but you have to know the present tenses and past tenses and how to communicate and connecting the words. But in as a writing, we have to use these difficult types of barriers, and they are definitely some different types of books which is regarded to how to write and how to speak and how to think about it. So they will very helpful, like Oxford dictionary and the Stanford University dictionaries. Every good institutions have produced their dictionaries with the great and latest vision. But right now,
Right.
in this era,
Right. Why do some people want to learn a new language?
it's just like if I'm talking about English, English is very important right now. We can use everywhere English. It's very compulsory. It's just like the oxygen. So you can't imagine about any other language. So I think English most of people love to learn.
Right. Last question. Do you think it is important to learn the language of a country that you are visiting on holiday?
Yes, it is important, but sometimes is it not? Because in my country, it's not English is not everywhere. It's not a specific area in a specific type of group of figures you can speak in English. But rest of things, I think we have to speak in Urdu and Punjabi, so mix well. So I don't think so. It's going to be more important than as compared to other languages.
Right. Thank you. Your mock test is done. Moving to the overview. Okay. So, ma'am, your part one and part three is are good. Even part two was good as well. But the fluency in part one and part three uh, were amazing. But you're speaking too fast. So you have to slow it down because if such topic came in which you're out of words, then speaking fast is not good for you, right? As in part two, the fluency was changed in the start. So the fluency which was in part one, it was different part two came, right? And
Like,
also part three, the question was what kinds of dictionaries do people use to learn a language? And you answered just for English language. So the question was in general way. So I'll try to understand the question so that stick to the topic. And then also for like two questions in part three, you had a pause. So if you want to think on the content, what you can do, you can use the delaying techniques. You can rephrase the question, or there are many phrases we discussed in our lectures. So you can use those techniques as well. Otherwise, your band, I would say, rely between 6 to 7, and you can improve it. You can work on your idea generation, but try to speak slow and maintain fluency in that speed. You can improve.
thank you so much for sir for your feedback. Actually, it's my first day in your session.
Right.
I was trying to join the session, inshallah, for the furthermore, but I have a question. In fact, I have an issue. Like, it's just like a problem. In the starting, it was little bit very difficult to speak in English continuously. But right now, I think as you mentioned me, I speak more and maybe loud. So how to grab out this issue? I'm a little bit very worried about my this habit.
Sure. So, ma'am, there are two ways. First, before that, you mentioned that this is your first session. You can see the recordings of previous sessions, and all links are attached to the spreadsheet, and you can see. You can find the spreadsheet in Slack channels, pinned messages. Okay, so as you asked the question, ma'am, there are two ways. First of all, you can do sessions with any of your friend or partner, and you have to speak on different topics in those sessions. And your friend will assess you and will let you know what you need to do in those sessions. Try to speak slow, and of course, just try to speak slow. Otherwise, you're doing good in other areas. And you can also, this is the first way, and the other way is you can record yourself if you're alone. You can record yourself again, talk on any topics, and then assess yourself. Are you doing good? Are you speaking again too fast, or you're making grammar mistakes? Because there were minor grammar mistakes, not much. So these are the ways you can use.
Okay, sir. Can I share something here with you?
Sure.
Okay, sir. Actually, I'm already doing work on iCodeGuru. I have last Friday I have session there regarding the listening. We are going to be working as a team there, and I'm a trainer here there, in the same platform. But in my that session, I remember I got 2.1K views. But even then, I know I have a lot of mistakes because it was just like my first experience of life. But
Yeah.
again I played that all the recording and listen. I have a lot of things which is going to be much most funniest and unprofessional.
Yeah.
Altogether, it's going to be, yes, you're right. I'm speaking much louder and much faster, and maybe I'm speaking extraordinary.
Hmm. Yeah, so you have the idea already, right? You heard your recordings, and now you can assess yourself. So yeah, that's why I suggest you the second way, that either you can do one-on-one sessions or maybe record yourself. I would say do both of them. Um, do with consistency. Don't give gaps, because I have seen that if you give gap in your preparation, you lose some areas. So otherwise, if you have any confusion, you can ask.
Okay, thanks a lot. Thank you so much, sir, for your this favor. Definitely, I will grab out my this weaknesses and search out the your worksheet on the site. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we are out of time. Thank you, everyone. We'll continue our mock tests tomorrow in our last class. So see you in the next session. Allah Hafiz.